Hello there, Kelsey Lee here. Working today on the quadriceps. So if you're a cyclist or a runner, this will be really great for you. You can get very tight in the quadriceps, which can affect the knees. Very important to do these postures if you're feeling any tightness in that area. Do it a little bit more on a regular basis than the other postures. The quadricep femoris translates into the four-headed muscle, and there are four individual muscles that make up the quadricep. That's the vastus medialis, the vastus lateralis, the vastus intermedius, and the rectus femoris. So we're going to be working all these areas in our stretches today to loosen things up and stretch out that quadricep. Without further ado, we'll go onto our mat now and begin the practice with a very quiet meditation. Getting lying down on your back, we're going to tense our muscles very briefly and then relax. This is another stretch and relaxation technique that you can use before you do a class. So you're going to tense your ankles, flex your feet, and then relax into the ankle joint. Have your arms away from you. Relax into the lower leg, into the shins, so you might like to just stretch everything out. So you're tensing those muscles, and then relax the lower legs. Tighten up into the knees and the quadriceps, so you're tensing into this area, and then relax. Tighten up into the buttocks, squeezing the buttocks together, and then relax them completely into the floor. Tighten up into your pelvic region, into your abdominals, and tense this area, then release it. Tighten up into your upper back and between your shoulder blades, squeeze them together, lift the chest up slightly, and then relax. Working down the arms, tighten up in the upper arms, so you might like to stretch those arms out on the floor and tense them. Then relax. Stretch your fingers and into your wrists and lower arms, really tightening up into this area, and then relax completely. Come back up into your chest, so you're tightening into your chest cavity, squeezing the pecs together, and then relax them. Coming into the throat and the back of the neck, might like to tense into this area and then relax it completely. Tighten up in the jaw, so clench your teeth and then relax them completely. Then going into your forehead, you might like to furrow your brows, so you're squeezing your eyes together, tensing the muscles, and then releasing. And feel the relaxation at the back of the head as you feel completely relaxed now. Scan your body from your head down through to your feet and back up towards your head, noticing that beautiful flow of chi and everything moving freely, and then concentrating on the breath flow, breathing in through the nose and out the mouth. And do this for a few more rounds, so breathing in through the nose and out the mouth. And do one more round, breathing in and out. Drawing the knees in towards your chest. Circle the knees around. And then move the lower legs up and down. Come onto your right side and come back around to face me. Standing up, we're going to go through a series of stretches to loosen up our spine, and then we'll be working into the quadriceps. Breathing in and lifting the arms up above your head. Go over to the side, keeping the hips neutral and stretching the back out. Hold it for a few breaths. Breathing in and breathing out, going into the other side, stretching outwards, keeping the hips neutral. Hold it for a few breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, taking your arms forward now, joining the palms together, and then bending the knees so you're in a seated position, chair pose. Hold this for a couple of breaths. Nice. Holding onto the wall so you're sideways, draw your foot up towards your buttock, so the outside foot. Draw the knees back together, so you're pushing downwards with the pelvis and drawing the foot upwards. Hold it for 30 seconds, using the wall for support, or you can hold on to a chair. Done, we're going to go on to the other side, holding your other foot up, drawing the pelvis down, foot up towards the knee, and placing your other hand onto the wall or the chair. Longer. Keep drawing the foot up towards you. Knees together. Maintain your lovely long back. A few more deep rounds of breath. Good. And then drop the legs. Coming into a squat position, bending the knees. So you've got your heels coming around towards the front and you keep your back straight. This is where a wall can be quite good to support yourself. Holding this position for 30 seconds. If it gets too much, straighten the legs out. Otherwise, lean into the wall so it supports you. And breathe. Notice your legs starting to shake because your muscles are being held in this position. Obviously it's a dynamic stretch. It's a little bit harder on the muscles, a little bit more challenging. Straighten the legs up now, give them a shake, give your hips a little bit of a shake, and then come down onto the floor. We're going to use the bolster. Grabbing hold of your bolster, place it underneath your feet, lie down on your back with your feet up on the bolster. Arms are above your head, grabbing hold of the elbows and hold it for about 30 seconds. Now grab hold of your strap or a scarf and place the strap around one foot. So pushing your foot up towards the ceiling. Take your arm out to the side and take the leg across you. So you can place this one on the bolster still, but you've got your leg across so it's stretching the outside of the thigh. And Hold it for 30 seconds. A bit longer, breathing in deeply and out. And in and out. Move into the other side, taking the strap underneath the foot, pushing the foot up towards the ceiling, and then taking the leg across you till you feel it on the outside of the thigh. It doesn't have to be very far, but try and keep your shoulders back down on the ground. Hold it here and breathe. Deep rounds of breath, breathing in through the nose and out the mouth. And then take the leg up, take the strap away, and come back around to face me. Nice. Okay. Moving into saddle pose. So saddle pose is not always an easy posture to do. I would recommend that you start off like this with the bolster underneath you. Your knees can be apart like this, or you can take one leg out in front of you and you're doing a half saddle. You push the bolster back so you come down on the ground and you lean on it like so. So you might like to start off like doing this with a half saddle and then go on to the other side like that. Do it for 30 seconds. See if you can do it either or with the legs together like this, leaning back so you feel it in the front of the thighs. I'll tell you when 30 seconds is up, and then you might like to change your legs if you're in half saddle. If you're in full saddle like so, you can stay here for the minute. Sometimes in saddle people can go right back. You might need a little bit more support, a couple of blocks and an extra bolster to keep yourself upright. I'll show you how they do that. Okay, so you change your legs over and do the other leg, or you can change your position. So if you're in saddle, you can go right back like this, full saddle, hold it for 30 seconds more. It's also targeting your lower back, but like I said, this is quite an advanced position, so you might like to just stay exactly here and then slowly come up. Good. I'm going to come forward on the posture now and lie over the bolster. So you've got your feet up behind you. We're going to hold this for 1 minute this time. So coming down, lifting the legs up and on your elbows. You can join the feet together, but you'll feel it in the front of the thighs. It's also very nice in your lower back. Breathing deeply here. If you want to, you can lie down onto your hands, which is more relaxing. And then take the legs out, so you're stretching, coming up, so you're pushing up onto your hands, but you've got your bolster still underneath your pelvis. You can tuck your toes in like so, or place the top of the foot down on the ground and stay here until the bell goes. We're going to stay here for about 1.5 minutes. Very nice for your back. And you're stretching those quadriceps out. Concentrating on the flow of the breath. Nice, easy, natural breaths in and out. And 40 seconds to go. So a few more rounds of breath. We're going to push back into the heels of the feet, taking our buttocks back towards the feet and then stretching out the front of the arms. Taking the bolster away, place it somewhere where you can sit back without it in the way and stretch your arms out in front of you. Nice, so you're coming onto the side of your hip, straightening the legs out. You're going to take the top leg back, so you're pulling your foot back towards your buttock and feeling it in the front rectus femoris, quadricep. Going to do it both sides, then we'll start moving into our yin postures. So holding a little bit longer. Fabulous. Move into the other side. Take your time, slowly. So the top leg is coming back, so foot is coming up towards your hips, and maintain this for 30 seconds. Really nice front thigh stretch. Doesn't matter if you come out of the posture a little bit earlier. It really has to suit how you're feeling at the time when you're doing these postures as to how long you want to hold it for. But generally your dynamic stretches are around about 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to be moving into your yin. Give your legs a really good shake out. Give your arms a good shake. And lie down in Shavasana until the bell goes. You have 1 minute. I'm going to move the mat back so you can see. Lying down onto your back. Drawing your knees into your chest. Rotate the knees around. Make sure you go both ways. And then crossing the feet, draw the knees back towards the ground. And opening the knees outwards. Feeling the outside of the thighs. Really nice for stretching the back. Stretching the lower back out. You can even rock here a little bit because it's very soothing. Good. Drop your knees over to the side and turn your head in the opposite direction. Very gentle spinal twist. And then go the other side. And then taking the legs out in front of you, drawing one foot in, taking the opposite arm over towards the outside of the knee and turning around to face the back. To the other side, drawing the knee in, placing the foot firmly down on the ground at the outside of the elbow, the outside of the knee. Turning around to the back, keeping the back long, feeling the energy going up through the crown of the head, and feeling your buttocks touching the mat.